Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ella. If you're not, welcome back and welcome to a brand new video. You guys already know by the title, but we're gonna be doing another addition to the college diaries today. I just wanted to give you some tips on how I stay organized as a college student and content creator, which maybe could be taken into like having a job or something, other work, although it is a little bit different because I can choose when I work and I have the flexibility there. But this is mainly going to be about like the college schoolwork portion of my life and how I stay organized and productive. I'm not really sure what the title of this video will be, but you guys know right now. But with that being said, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so I just want to start at like sort of the beginning of the year or semester things you can do. I have some notes over here in my little book, so if I'm looking over there, that's why. But at the beginning of the year / semester, make sure that you read your syllabus, and when you do that, there should be in most of them like big due dates and exam dates. So have some kind of calendar, whether that's digital or physical, and write all those dates down so you're aware of them way ahead of time. I use Notion, especially for my schoolwork. I don't stick to it a whole lot, but I did fill out like on my to-do list portion of Notion all of the main due dates that were in my syllabuses. I have used that kind of master list along with some content creation items in there, but that just helps me kind of keep it together. But play around with it, see what works best for you. Some people need a little bit more structure in it. For me, just having the date and the little checkbox and what I need to do works, but I also find that breaking it down. I have this little book here where I planned this video, and this was in my quarter one check-in, so go and watch that if you haven't seen it. But all of the items, they give you little 30-minute chunks where you can fill out the dots for it and kind of plan for how many 30-minute blocks you're gonna need. And I find that to be pretty helpful too, especially if you're a person who does need more of that structure. And then my other tip for at the beginning of the year was just try to stay as ahead as possible for as long as possible. At the beginning of the year, you're probably not gonna have as many assignments due, homework or things like that, and if you do, it's probably just gonna be like busy work stuff like, oh, fill out this syllabus contract or buy the book. So if you do have, like for example, in my entrepreneurship class this semester, we had a big paper that was due in like April, but we knew about it in January, and I kind of just like planned it in to get it done. I didn't get it done like super early, but I think I got it done like March, like a month early. So if you can, try and stay ahead with stuff like that, especially big projects when you have the time at the beginning of the semester. Just try to get that stuff done if you know you have it and you have the resources to do it. Okay, then moving on, this is more of like the day-to-day stuff. So like I said, I have this planner book here with the weekly and the daily sections. You can see more about that in the quarter one check-in video, but I would say planning out your weeks and days is a very good way to like stay on top of things. So for me, at the beginning of the week, I write down just like what's going on that week, if I have any exams, if there's any important stuff due. And I also just like to time block it so I know when I have class, obviously, but I'll just like put that in the schedule on the day for whatever day I'm planning, and then I just like when I'm planning other things I need to do that day, I can see, oh, I'm gonna be in class then, so maybe you know, we should plan to do work that afternoon or whatever. And then I already talked about this a little bit, but if it does help you, try to keep your work in 30-minute to 1 hour chunks. This book I have does 30-minute, but you could definitely just set timers on your phone and kind of maybe keep track of it in your notes app, how long it's taking you to do stuff. And that'll just help you like plan better in the future and hopefully be productive, and just like set aside time where it's like, I'm not gonna look at my phone for this hour, I'm just gonna focus in on the work and do that. And then make sure you give yourself breaks in between too. I also wrote down keep your space clean, but really only if that's like what works for you. Some people totally like thrive in their unorganized chaos. I like to keep things a little bit more organized. I'm not the cleanest person ever, or most organized, I guess. Like there's stuff, but it stresses me out if there's too much stuff. So I try to keep it pretty clean in the dorm. But even if you're just living at home or even like in your own apartment, you can try to do that. But really it's just about like finding what works for you for a lot of these things. The next thing I wrote down was have a different workspace than your relaxing space, if that is something that works for you. For me, I get things done in my bed. Like I'll sit on my bed, be on my computer doing my homework, and that's fine. Obviously, I also sleep in my bed and I relax in my bed and hang out there. Obviously, that doesn't work for a lot of people. It is, like, I think statistically proven that it is good to not do work in your bed, so maybe I should work on that. But definitely try out different places. Maybe it's just your desk, maybe it's like the library. Actually, I went to the library the other day for the first time with some of my friends. It wasn't the most productive going with my friends, but you know. And then find study strategies that work for you. So far, okay, I don't really like study. Well, maybe, I don't know. I feel like for me, at least at the level of classes I'm at now, I try to just do all my homework and assignments and like understand what's going on throughout the course, and then when you get to the exams you don't have to like really learn anything because you know what's going on. But obviously, like, I review, I do some stuff like that. We try our best, okay? But obviously there's all the different study methods and strategies out on the internet that you can look through and really just try things out, see what works for you. You know, you know yourself best, and you know if you're retaining information. For me, I like to watch videos to review if that's possible, and sometimes just do some practice problems. So yeah, figure out what works for you. Okay, and then next I just wrote down some tips for like unwinding. Like I mentioned before, take breaks, especially like not even just between the work sessions, but like take larger breaks, the end of the night, whatever time, maybe have like a homework or work cut off. Be like, at that point, I'm just going to relax. And that can kind of help keep you accountable for, I need to have stuff done by that time. But then it also allows you to just have the peaceful time and not stress yourself out, because I know some people are like on that end of the spectrum where they're like, just go, we're gonna get more done. And that's not always the healthiest either. Okay, and then when you're on your breaks or, you know, relaxing at the end of the day, try to fill in your free time with like non-brain rot activities. My thing is playing iPad games. I know a lot of people it's scrolling on TikTok. Try to find things such as, for me it's like coloring, sometimes knitting / crocheting. I've been kind of learning to crochet a little bit. And then I also said try to have consistent routines, and then put self-care things in your routines. So maybe it's like skincare, maybe it's like 5 minutes of meditation in the morning or evening, and just put that right into your routines, and then try to practice those routines as consistently as possible. So again, if that's something that works for you. For some people they're a lot more just go with the flow, but I find it helpful to have certain things you do every morning and evening to just like keep you centered, you know? Those are my tips for how I stay organized and keep my grades up in college. I hope you guys found this useful. You got some good knowledge out of it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you can see every time I post. This is gonna be one of the last college diaries videos of this semester. Well, there's probably at least 2 more. I think I'm gonna do an exams vlog and then moving out, so that's like 2 more. But then a little break until fall, but make sure you're subscribed for all that. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.